Hello everybody, this is GamerGar. Welcome back to another video of Stardew Valley. For today's video, we are going to talk about the 15 things you should do each day to maximize progression and profits on your farm. So let's jump into the video and have some fun. The first thing we're going to talk about today is the importance of collecting your mushrooms every single day if you have the mushroom cave. Now, if you have the back cave, you're alright. You can kind of leave it accumulate over a week or a few weeks, but the mushrooms will generate back for you every single day. I just got a moral there, some common mushrooms and some red mushrooms, but sometimes you can get purple mushrooms which sell for a lot. Next up, let's talk about the travelling cart. The travelling cart woman appears every Friday and Sunday. Travelling cart woman has a huge rotating stock, but the one thing that she does have in abundance are rare seeds. And a rare seed, it takes almost a full month to grow, but it will turn into a sweet gem berry, and they are one of the most profitable crops in the game, hands down. In terms of raw profit, you can't beat a sweet gem berry at all. Next up, let's talk about the importance of collecting hardwood as early as possible. As we all know, everyone goes to the secret woods to collect their hardwood, and these hardwood stubs regenerate back every single day. There's multiple reasons why you want to come down here. The first is that if you're lacking in forageable XP, this is a great way to accumulate it. If you're looking to make mahogany tree farms, coming down here is a great way to get that too, because you're going to get mahogany seeds which you can plant in your farm or plant in other places around the game. And another reason to come down here is that you can get extra forageables from the secret woods. So there's loads of reasons why you want to come down here. There's also a fishing pond, and you can get some really cool fish out of the fishing pond as well in that area. Next up, let's talk about the importance of petting animals. The reason why you want all your animals to be super happy is because for most animals, if not all, the happier your animal is, the more profit it's going to make you. Let's say, for example, a super happy chicken. The happier the chicken is, there's a bigger chance it's going to lay a gold quality egg for you. And that means you're going to get gold star mayonnaise. And that's going to sell it for a lot more than regular or silver star mayonnaise. Super happy rabbits are going to give you rabbit's feet. That's a universal loved gift. Super happy ducks are going to give you duck feathers. Duck feathers sell for loads of money. Plus, Elliot and Leo both love duck feathers. If you look at the cows here and the sheep, super happy sheep. Plus the shepherd profession will give you a sheep that generates iridium wool every single day, and if you put iridium wool into a loom, there's a chance you're going to get back multiple pieces of cloth. Super happy pigs have a chance to find you multiple truffles every single day. One pig can find anywhere between 1 and 3 truffles. Next up, let's talk about the importance of checking your television. The television comes with multiple functions and they're all super handy. First up, we have a weather report. This is one of the most important features that you should be using in the game, because it'll tell you if the next day is going to be a rainy day. Why is that super important? 2 reasons. Number 1, if the next day is a rainy day, you can upgrade your watering can today. So you can water your crops, upgrade your watering can, and then Clint will have it ready on the day you need it to water crops again. Secondly, if you know it's going to be a rainy day the next day, you can prepare better, so you won't have to equip your watering can. Checking luck is super important too, because if you know how much luck you have, that will determine how good you're going to get on when it comes to, for example, going into the caves or Skull Cavern. And then checking the Queen of Sauce every Sunday for a new recipe, especially if you want to make all the recipes in the game. And if you don't remember to get the Queen of Sauce on a Sunday, you can always catch the repeat on a Wednesday. It's also worth noting too that if you complete Pam's special order quest, she will give you access to a fishing channel that will tell you all the fish you can catch in every single season and what times and weather conditions you need to catch them. Next up, let's take a look at the calendar. The calendar is what you need in order to reach perfection, because the calendar will tell you when the NPC birthdays are coming up. Today's the 14th, it's Haley's birthday. Haley loves sunflowers. Let's give her a sunflower. She says, I don't want your gift. So the reason why Haley doesn't want her gift is because we just divorced Haley there recently, so she's not very impressed with us at the moment. But I'm sure she'll come around in a couple of weeks. Next up, let's talk about the importance of giving gifts to the NPCs. The more NPCs you befriend, the more recipes they are going to teach you, the more items they are going to send you in the mail. So it's kind of like a big circle of love, because you could, some items NPCs will send you, other NPCs love. So it just makes life a lot easier for everyone. Let's talk about checking rotating stocks of NPCs. Today is Tuesday, which means it's Fibre Day for the Desert NPC. But Krobus also has a rotating stock, Sandy also has a rotating stock, and last but certainly not least, the Travelling Cat Lady also has a rotating stock. Gus also has a rotating stock as well. Let's talk about the importance of mass collecting salmonberries. There's tons of reasons why you want to raid the bushes every time spring comes around. Salmonberries are great if you get iridium quality salmonberries. So if you spec into foraging properly, iridium quality salmonberries will actually give you quite a lot of energy. And these are perfect, especially if you're going for deep dives into the skull cavern, you need energy, or if you're just go through the regular mines, just mining away nodes. These will save you a ton of money on consumables because you get so many salmonberries, you'll end up with hundreds of them if you harvest the bushes for the 2 or 3 days that they're active. You'll never have a means to buy other forageables to give yourself energy. Next up, let's talk about truffles. So a super happy pig, when it finds a truffle, has a 66% chance to find an additional truffle, and it will keep searching for additional truffles until that 66% check fails. So if you have basically 12 or more pigs in a barn, you can end up with tons of truffles every day. So you should make sure you go out and collect the truffles to get loads of money. Let's talk about beach forageables. Did you know that the beach can accumulate forageables throughout the whole week, and it resets on a Sunday? So if you're super busy and you don't have a whole lot of time to run around and collect forageables, always make sure you hit the beach by Saturday to get all the accumulated forageables. The reason why you want to do this is because you can sell these forageables for lots of money, especially if you have the foraging perks where you always get iridium quality forageables. Secondly, some of these forageables you can actually gift to NPCs for nice friendship points, and you can even sell them to make huge amounts of money. I just picked up some rainbow shells there. That's a blue item, which means it's going to sell for more than 500 gold. So that's a nice chunk of change, especially early on in the game. That's one of the main reasons why you want to come down to the beach all the time. Let's talk about the dish of the day. So Gus has a huge rotating stock. Now the bear salad, the bread, spaghetti, the pizza and the coffee are all permanent items, but today we have stuffing. And normally he doesn't rip you off. 330 gold is pretty good for stuffing, and it gives a +2 to defense. Next up, let's talk about the importance of talking to everyone. Even if you've given people gifts, you can still score friendship points if you just speak to people. And you'd actually be very surprised how many friendship points you can accumulate if you take the time and talk to these NPCs every day. But the best part about it is that these NPCs, they all have little backstories. They all have little pockets of interesting information about themselves. So if you keep talking to the NPCs during different parts of the day, during different times, you'll actually learn a lot about the NPCs, and it makes the game a lot more interesting. Especially if you're playing a farming simulation game like this, and you become very knowledgeable of how all the NPCs feel about you and how they feel about the other NPCs. It makes the game a lot more special, in my opinion. Coming to the saloon here on a Friday afternoon is always a great way to get in touch with most of the NPCs in the game, because they all come here, well, most of them come here on a Friday afternoon, and they stay till the early hours of the next day sometimes. So the saloon on a Friday is a great way to get in touch with everyone. Let's talk about collecting spring onions. So spring onions is a forageable that respawns most days, and when it respawns, there's a chance you can get none, there's a chance you can get a few, but there's also a chance you can get tons of spring onions, just like this. And there's multiple patches down here that they can spawn on, and you even get little pockets of XP when you pick these up. It's basically free food, and it's free forageable XP, so if you see them, harvest them. Let's talk about checking the trash bins. You can get some amazing things out of trash bins. You can get the trash bin hat, which is a super rare hat, it looks super cool. You can get the dish of the day from Gus's trash bin. You can get diamonds. You can get all different manner of minerals from trash bins. You can get all different manner of foods from trash bins. You can get seaweed. Trash bins can give amazing items. Just make sure that the NPCs don't actually catch you when you open up these trash bins, because you lose friendship points. So I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll upload the next Stardew Valley video in the next day or two, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.